So today I thought I'd tell you about one of my experiences on a Melbourne metro train. Hugh and I were taking a train out of the city back home. It was pretty late at night, I think it was around 12 to 1 a.m. and a few drunk men came onto the train, which is usually pretty normal, and they were talking really loudly and laughing and singing. As you'd expect, everyone was just minding their own business. It was pretty quiet. It was mostly just people by themselves. This one guy came on with some pizza and he started eating it, and the guy started harassing him saying, "Aren't you going to share that? You're going to keep that to yourself?" And the guy just put his headphones in, and Hugh and I were just ignoring it. The train started moving, and at the next stop this American lady came onto the train, and she was very pretty. So one of the guys sits down next to her and starts talking to her. He seems to be the most sober. And once he discovers that she's American, the other guy starts singing American Pie. The lady's being pretty cool about it, and she starts singing along. And then it gets louder and louder, and then the people behind us started singing along as well. And that itself is pretty incredible for a Melbourne train. Usually everyone's just kind of in their own thing, texting or reading the newspaper. It was just like, what? These people are singing along, and the American lady was singing along, and everybody was having a great time. Then one of the guys asks, "Who knows who wrote that song?" He's quiet for a little while. "Anybody know? Anybody know? Come on." And he starts putting on like this persona of a quiz show or something. And this guy behind us puts up his hand. He goes, "Ron McLean." And the drunk guy's like, "Yes! Yes, it's Ron McLean!" And the American lady's laughing her head off. And it was pretty incredible. Everybody on the carriage was laughing, and we were all focused on the same thing. We actually felt like we were actually human beings. And then the guy asks, "Does anybody know what he based that song off? Does anybody know what it was about?" And it's gone quiet again. And the guy with the pizza takes out his earphone and goes, "It's a plane crash, wasn't it?" That was heartwarming. Usually when I go on trains it feels so depressing. Everybody is silent and just like they're not surrounded by other people who also have lives. And even though these guys were a little bit tipsy and a little bit loud and invading this guy's space and asking him for pizza, and he had headphones on, he was listening to the whole thing and he knew the answer to this question, and everyone in the train just went "Rah!" And it was great because I felt like I was actually part of something, and Hugh and I were just like, what the hell? Made me feel a bit better about Melbourne trains. Every time I go into the city it is so depressing how isolated everyone is. All it takes is a bit of alcohol to bring it out. It's the moral of this story. Alcohol brings you together. Australia.